day. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 33-yard line.
Locke working out of the gun. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
they run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 21 carries, 85 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He's a ball carrier.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
At their own 9-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down.
There on the coverage.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
A loss of 2 yards.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
San Francisco.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 9, Lock. They find some open field here. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And he'll need to put that interception out of his mind quickly because between the field goal and the pick 6, they're already looking up at a 2-score differential.
And isn't it interesting that a lot of the time...
A ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Locked. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Locke will try again on second down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. 17-0 our score after 1.
Giants nothing.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for George.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
At the 20-yard
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive. And Lock throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Early, the ball carrier.
Demario Davis there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's second.
Gurley fighting him off.
5-yard line.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week, where the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And if you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him up.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And it's up and good. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted.
Take off your helmet and give me a
safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
38.
Extra point good by Prater. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out on the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Gonna flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
Blocked pass. Complete to Noah Fant. That's a gain of 5.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Locke again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer.
The kick in.
And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 43. Just check. Hey, report.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cohen on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers continue to roll. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
54. Ready. Check.
Now it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Coming this way. Here we go. Ready. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke completes it to Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Now Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They run. It's Gurley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd
now Locke.
and 3 at the 46.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense at their 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley, 60 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right, and rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Pass complete to Henry Ruggs. A fumble on the play.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. To throw it is Lock. This is the tight end fan. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. From the gun, it's Lock. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Lock looks to throw it again. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a gain of 5.
They run it again with Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down. They'll run. This is Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Gain of a yard.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another? And especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball.
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Sliding out of the pocket. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
At their own 25-yard.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
On third and long, it's Locke. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Giants 7.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.